Sound Man. So nice to see you all decide to spend some time doing something that not a lot of people seem to want to do anymore. Sit in a comfortable place with great sound and listen to great music. Seems the trend anymore is if you got it on your phone and your TV and you can see anybody in the world, why leave the house? Well, I can tell you the fidelity and the experience, it's well worth the visit, and I'm glad you all decided to come out here. This is a sample of the Will McLean Festival. It was started by Margaret Longhill and Mem Sims right here in Dunellen many years ago, at the confluence of the Withlacoochee and the Rainbow Rivers where they used to live. And Margaret was sort of really good friends with Will McLean. I don't know if they were involved, but they were really good friends. She kind of took care of him. And when he passed, they decided to put this festival together. It takes place every year at the Florida Sands Music Ranch, which we just bought. And now we have our own little site to have our festival in March. You've seen the flyers. Now, there's a variety of music there. I think we used to call it the Will McLean Folk Festival, but that kind of nailed it down to just folk. And people might think just folk is not what they want to hear. There's all kinds of music. I'm a folk rocker myself. There's bluegrassy people, country sounding people, all different types of music. You can come out to the festival and wander around and find what you like, probably camping right next to you, because the people camp all over the site and you can hang out with musicians all you want. Now, one of the bands that means the most to me is this band, the Ashley Gang. I don't know why, but I like these guys. I follow them for many years.
We don't get it either.
I think it has to do with the musicianship, the quality of sound. I get to mix sound for a lot of people, and sometimes I'm searching, trying to find that quality, and it ain't there, and I got to create it. And then other times, I just got to search, and it's in there. It's just about turning the knobs till it comes out. Well, this is the Ashley Gang. That's one of those bands. Sit back and listen to them.
Thanks, Tom. Best sound engineer in the state of Florida right there.
Tom Ellis. He's the man. Well, thanks all for coming out. It's been a while since we were here, I think. Were we here last year?
Yes.
Yep.
A year, I guess.
That's a while.
You get as old as us, a year is a long time, and you got to be careful, you know?
It's been really a short time.
Are you guys ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Standing by the railroad, like he was waiting for a train. I picked him up while he was walking, heading nowhere in the rain. I said, "Mister, where you going?" He said, "It's a hard thing to explain. I've been walking on these railroad tracks since this whole world went insane. I can hear the whistle blowing, ooh, I can almost smell the smoke. I believe this world was better when we were simple folk. He said, "You know, I've seen some changes. Sometimes it feels just like a dream. No one knows just where it goes, all caught up in this machine. But I can hear the whistle blowing, ooh, I can almost smell the smoke. I believe this world was better when we were simple folk." whistle blowing. Ooh, I can almost smell the smoke. I believe this world was better when we were simple folk. Thanks, Bob.
Who was that? Max? Man.
The whistler is here. A double whistler.
Al and I write a lot of Florida songs. And Bob changes a lot of instruments.
Are you on the right
They
pedal?
all sound great.
Yep. Is this coming through?
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I'm not worried about you.
It seems like I'm trying to make it a lot stronger than it was. So. But I'll keep it there.
You're in charge.
It's interesting. I boost it when I'm finger picking and I take the boost off when I'm not.
It might not have boosted on that last one. I don't know.
It might not. Better check. We'll check it later.
I'll listen.
Right now, let's play a Florida song. It's called Florida Sky Days. Well, take me back 200 years. Take me back before the tears. The old Spanish fort there upon the Matanzas. With the blood flowed like paint on canvas, the palette of history. Well, take me back before the rails. Cut the road to modern trails. I hammock where night was sneaking up the panther. The strangers would spread like a cancer. Pages of history. Florida sky, shelter rivers, prairies reflecting our children's eyes. Our hands, we must keep them forever under Florida sky. Well, take me back out to the bay. Take me out to sail away, far away from the condos that block out the sunrise. Memories of youth now hid from our eyes, the victims of circumstance. Well, take me deep into the glades, beneath the ancient cypress shade. Let the waters rain down in a flood to sustain us. To the open our veins just to drain us, the plunder of ignorance. Florida skies, shelter rivers, and prairies reflected in our children's eyes. Our hands, we must keep them forever under Florida skies. So take me back 200 years. Take me back before the tears. The old Spanish fort there upon the Matanzas. Where the blood flowed like paint on the canvas, the palette of history. Florida skies, shelter rivers, and prairies reflected in our children's eyes. Our hands, we must keep them forever under Florida skies. In our hands, we must keep them forever under Florida skies. Thank you.
We were, practicing last night and putting the set list together, and things just got a little out of hand. It seemed like a good idea at the time, right? Yeah. All kinds of strange noises were happening there.
See what happens with this thing, Tom.
Where is it?
Your,
Same place as my other one was.
Is that your B or your A?
Oh,
There you
there
go.
we go.
Kick off your,
What makes a difference?
How's that?
What's better?
We're not as technically advanced as we think we are.
Sounds good.
No, we're not. This is acoustic music, so all this electronic gear is a little confusing.
Yes, it is.
So that's not an engineer type, so I can't even count the number of strings on this guitar.
There's 12.
That's what we're using it early on in the set because he can't tune it once it goes out.
It's true. Why can't it just takes half an hour to go?
I lived in Sebastian for about 30 years, something like that. And right off the coast is where the Spanish fleet went down in the early, late 1800s, I guess. 1700s.
There you go.
One of those hundreds. And Mel Fisher's Treasure Museum is there in Sebastian, so after some investigation, yeah, and after some tuning,
We tune because we love.
this is why I only have 6 strings on my guitar. So there's still treasure hunters out there all the time looking for the gold that was lost in that Spanish galleon fleet, and I thought it would be my job to write a song about that. So this is called Spanish Gold. There is a legend, the story is told, of 12 Spanish ships sailing heavy with gold, leaving from Cuba for Spain, up the Florida coast. The sky turned dark and the wind churned the waves, the men prayed they'd not meet their watery graves. With every gust, the wind took them closer to shore. When the Spanish fleet went down, heavy with gold as the ships ran aground, we search for that gold still today, it may never be found. They crashed on the reef and the ships came apart. The men and the cargo went down in the dark, praying that they'd be forgiven all of their sin. Well, some made the shoreline, but many would die, battered and broken and beat by the tide. There on the beach through the storm, they would wait for sunrise. When the Spanish fleet went down, heavy with gold as the ships ran aground, the search for that gold still today may never be found. There in the sunlight, the truth could be seen. The shoreline was littered with men and debris. Out on the reef, their ships just a tangle of wood. But it wouldn't take long before help would arrive to salvage the wreckage, the ones who survived. Deep in that water, they lost more than half of their gold. When the Spanish fleet went down, heavy with gold as the ships ran aground, the search for that gold still today may never be found. There is a legend, the story is told, of 12 Spanish ships sailing heavy with gold, leaving from Cuba for Spain, up the Florida coast. And still to this day, if you walk down the beach, a gold coin will sometimes wash in from the deep. Just a reminder of what happened a long time ago, when the Spanish fleet went down, heavy with gold as the ships ran aground. They search for that gold still today, it may never be found. Oh, they search for that gold still today, it may never be found.
Presto change over.
That's our history lesson for today.
And this will be our love and literature lesson for today.
Yeah, we're gonna take it up a little bit.
This is a new one,
All right.
relatively new. I wrote this a few months ago. I think we premiered it at the at Willfest, probably before we were quite ready to do that.
Can't let that stop us.
It's about star-crossed piano players, a concert player, and a bar player who fall in love. It's kind of the Romeo and Juliet of touring musicians. Where it came from, I'm not really sure. Perhaps from my neighbors who are both concert pianists, I'm not sure. Are we tuned out? Ha!
Within reason.
Okay. You have to interpret his signal sometimes. But it's all good.
I'm nonverbal.
Except when he sings. It's called The Muse. 1, 2, 3. She was born in the glitter of silver and gold. He was born in a pauper's hotel. She was given the gift that the keyboards deliver. Broken ivories gave in to his will. She played on the stages from Vienna to Paris. The beauty, it flowed from her hands. Played in the bars from Chicago to Vegas. A lifetime of one-night stands. So tell me what's going on in your head. What did you mean when you said I'll be a blanket if you be my bed tonight? And they knew everything was alright. He saw her face on a poster one day down in Denver. She was playing concertos that night. So he spent all his money on a chance at forever. In the back room, way out of sight. When the concert was over, he went back to work. The cheap piano and all-night bar. And every chair turned around when his vision walked in. Sometimes your dream shows up right where you are. He and he sang with all of his might. The keys responded like never before. And she told him she liked it. She gave him her hand. He said, it's you that I'm doing this for. She asked him, what's going on in your head? What did you mean when you said, I'll be your blanket and you'll be my bed tonight? And they knew everything was alright. What's going on in your head? What did you mean when you said, I'll be your blanket and you'll be my girl tonight? And they knew everything was alright. Thank you. Thanks, Bob. Super fan out there. The man is here, he's there, he's everywhere. For those fans of Ted Lasso.
What was that? Okay, let me get this baby tuned up here, and then we'll resume our previous shenanigans.
We need to use that, Bob Thompson, don't you think?
What?
He's here, he's there, he's every freaking where.
That's not the original, is it?
Bob Thompson.
Bob Thompson.
He's there, he's there.
Yes, Steve's everywhere as well, yeah.
And Steve Lowe as well. It's good to see so many familiar faces and a few new faces. We're just so grateful that you decided to spend your time here with us today instead of watching the Jacksonville Jaguars.
You okay down there? Key of B? Is that good?
We're doing good.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah. This is there's a little town on the west coast. I don't know, it might be near here. I'm not really sure. I've never been, but it's called Gibsonton, and in the wintertime the circus and carnival acts from up north hide out there from the winter. And I read about it in a book called Weird Florida. We haven't made an entry in that yet, but we're working on it. But the locals call it Gibtown, and it gets pretty weird in the wintertime, so how you doing? Good.
How are you, sir?
Great.
Good.
Never been better. It's called Gibtown. If you know it and want to sing along, you won't offend us at all. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a place that I remember down along the twisted river. It's a circus come the wintertime. It's just off the road and nowhere. The carnies always go there. It's like having family for a while. And you can meet the bearded lady. The tattooed girl will drive you crazy. The gypsy might just read your mind. The midget and the fire eater, the Siamese twins are both named Peter. Here in Gibtown, they're alright. Park your trailer by the river. The Giant's place is great for dinner. Old Town seems to show up dinner time. If you've got some time to kill, check out the very dangerous. Don't try this at home. Can I blind anybody with this?
Light show, yeah. I see who's getting it.
There we go.
Right in his face.
I need to practice that more, you know?
Yeah.
So I wrote this song quite a number of years ago when Al and Cindy Scortino moved to this little yellow house on the top of a hill in Edneyville, North Carolina. But I might as well have written it about 2 months ago when we visited their new house in Franklin, North Carolina.
You didn't get sick that time, though, did you?
No, not this time. It wasn't quite so bad. Wasn't quite so high and back up in the mountains with all the switchbacks.
We cut out some of the curves still before they got there, so.
I'm greatly appreciative. It's still a pretty little house on a hill that Al pretty much rebuilt after they bought the place. But it's lovely, lovely accommodations. Especially in August and September when the temperatures in Florida are 600 degrees and they're 75 up there, which is lovely.
We got room for friends.
But the bum has moved up there permanently is the problem. Other than the month that he spent on here, the gang has been very busy during the month of November, so we forced him to come down and suffer through
They let me back in.
French cooking in my
Ron
house.
DeSantis was at the border though looking for me. I saw him. I just slipped under the radar.
He wanted to make sure you left.
He'll still be there when I leave, yeah.
You ready, Robert?
Yeah.
All right, man. Bobby, are you ready?
1, 2, 3.
Well, that house on the hill sits along by the roadside. It ain't a long ride, big switchback trail. Summer grass filled full, but the edge don't look over. You might close your eyes, but you see it's still way up here, where the air smells like sweet pine, cool and clear. Friends are near. And that house on the hill always said you home. Now welcome back to that house on the hill. Well, that house on the hill is a bright yellow shelter where life runs helter-skelter in the world below. There's a fire burning warm against the chill of the winter when the slopes that you've been to are all graced with snow way up here. High above lights confusion by night, clear starlight, and that house on the hill always says that you're home. Now welcome back to that house on the hill. Standing strong 100 years, stress melts will be drawn in, knowing that we'll soon be back again. Well, that house on the hill doesn't ask too much of you. Coat of paint and a good tune sung around the fire. Bring some friends round the band, 'cause there's always a spare room. Hoping that you meet on soon. Maybe just the time way up here, where no hurricane wind, no songbirds sing. Feels like spring. And that house on the hill always says that you're home. Now welcome back to that house on the hill. Welcome back to that house on the hill. Y'all go pay him a visit sometime. Al says there's always an open invitation for anybody who wants to just drop by unannounced. Anytime. Come see me afterwards for the address and the directions. And that's it.
Oh, no.
It's Christmas in Dunellen.
So we were trying to come up with some stuff we don't do real often while we're working through our set list, and this is one I wrote early on in my songwriting attempts. I got invited to play at a Christmas concert over in Lakeland one year, and I didn't know any Christmas songs, and I'd never done that kind of thing before. So I started studying the classic Christmas tunes, and I didn't do very well at that either. So I just took some of the, the information that I gleaned from these songs and wrote my own, because I thought that was the best way for me to pull this off. And now we got here today, and the stage is set for Christmas. So it was meant to be. Sometimes we get lucky like that. Anyway, this is my spin on the whole Christmas story if it were to happen in modern times. And if Mary went home and told Dad she was pregnant, how that might play out. It's called What Do We Do With Mary? I need to count off on this. Herself into a jam. Now it seems she's in a family way. Well, she says there was no man. It must have been that new kid Joseph. You know I seen them in the park. She's been acting kind of funny, coming in way after dark. Oh, what do we do with Mary? Yeah, what do we do this time? Oh, what do we do with Mary? Yeah, she stepped over the line. She left a note upon her pillow. Said her and Joe were up and gone. And heaven knows where they will go. What with winter coming on. And while the wise men search the city, and the shepherds chase the stars, while we're busy doing 9 to 5, and we race home in our cars. some will get down on their knees and pray to whoever's up above. Oh, what do we do with Mary? Yeah, what do we do this time? Oh, what do we do with Mary? Yeah, she stepped over the line. Oh, what do we do with Mary?
Thanks. Merry Christmas from Van Allen. We love the way the place is decorated. It's always wonderful here. There's always something going on this stage, no matter what time of year we show up. So this fine concert series that Tom produces and does the sound engineering for is to showcase artists who play at the Will McLean Festival, which is at the Florida Sand Music Ranch over in Brooksville. So we try to do a few Will McLean type songs. This is a song that I wrote back in 1999 and entered in the Will McLean Songwriters Contest, and I got lucky and I won it that year. That was a million years ago almost.
He gets lucky a lot like that.
24 years ago. And by the way, this is really the last major concert for us of the year. We have one more coming up in about 10 days. But this is the last big concert for us, and this is our 25th anniversary year. So we are delighted to have been able to put up with each other's crap for 25 years.
It's been a pleasure at times.
At times it's been really good, like when Tom's been doing sound for us. And Tom's been doing sound for us pretty much for 25 years now. So we appreciate him coming along for the ride, and we appreciate all the rest of you who are here for coming along on the ride. I'm going to do the short introduction to this song. I wrote this song about a couple of Marjories important in Florida history. Marjorie Kinnan Rawlings, author, Pulitzer Prize winning author of the book Cross Creek and The Yearling. Some of you certainly will recognize The Yearling book and the movie. Wonderful stuff. Kay and I now live in a subdivision called Cross Creek. We live right off of Marjorie Rawlings Drive. But of course, every town in Florida now has a Cross Creek subdivision. And the other Marjorie is Marjorie Stoneman Douglas, the protector and chronicler of the Everglades, who died at the age of, we believe, 102 about 10 or 12 years ago, I think it is now. This is called The Creek. And you will hear in it kind of a repeated overtone and a coda of the tune of the hymn Jacob's Ladder. And somebody asked me, where did that come from? Why did you use that? So it's helpful for me to explain this briefly. In Marjorie's book of short stories, Cross Creek, there's a story called Jacob's Ladder that's about a little young cracker girl who is pregnant, who lives out in the woods in a lean-to with her husband, Tim. And she comes in 9.5 months pregnant every day, carrying a wooden bucket to get fresh water from Marjorie's well. Marjorie lets her do that, and when she comes and goes, she's always singing the tune of Jacob's Ladder. So that's why I threw that into the song. So this is The Creek. I hope you're in tune too. it's like heaven out here at the creek. And Marjorie stands where the grass flows like rivers, where birds like angels untouched by the sun. She thinks about progress, the thought makes her shiver. How swift will her river, grass need to run. Joy is life between marshes and mangrove, gators and wildcats and white jasmine blooms. Living is hard, but we're judged in the tribe. Between the cane and the trail now there isn't much room. We're the straits and the keys come closest together, where pictures are painted on Florida Bay. We suffer the cattle, the roads and the orange groves, but it ends like heaven out here in the glades. Beyond Marjorie's window, the magnolia still grows, and its blossoms still placed on the table inside. She looks for her sister she never did know, and they sail on her river of grass side by side, where the blue sun and orange lake come closest together, where pictures are painted on words that we speak. We suffer our neighbors, our crops and the weather, but it ends like heaven out here at the creek. Yeah, it ends like heaven out here at the creek. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. We are climbing Jacob's ladder. Soldiers of the cross. Thanks so much. One more, and then we're going to give everybody, I think, a little break. Let you stand up for a few minutes. Let Tom get his ears back.
Oh, where'd they go?
What?
No, I gotta get up and move. I can't sit still.
I know the feeling.
We see you vibrating over there, so.
Yeah. Gotta keep the circulation going.
Tom's a very energetic guy. He's all over the place, but anytime we get to play on his stage where he's mixing the sound for us, woohoo! It gives us a whole new level of comfort, you know? Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So I lived in Sebastian for a lot of years, and they banned some certain kind of nets for commercial fishing in the state years back, and for years people in town had made their living off of that kind of fishing, and suddenly they didn't have a job. So as you can imagine, there was a lot of anger about that. So I wrote a song, and I'm pretty sure it didn't calm them down any, but you know, we do what we can. It's called The Fisherman. Everybody happy? Are you happy? 1, 2, 3. Oh, do you want to do your little magical thing? No, okay.
Just start.
1, 2, 3. just like their fathers before them. They pulled their lives from the sea, just like their fathers before them. A fisherman's all that they'll be. Well, it's up in the darkness each morning, out on the water by dawn, working the nets till their backs ache. It's a job that just never gets done. Oh, but they still go down to the water, the way that they've done it for years. They still go down to the water, the seas in their blood, the seas in their blood, the seas in their blood and their tears. They say goodbye to their families. They know they might never return. The ocean shows no forgiveness. That might be the last lesson they learn. Oh, but they still go down to the water, the way that they've done it for years. They still go down to the water, the seas in their blood, the seas in their blood, the seas in their blood and their tears. There is no doubt it's a hard life, slips through the fingers like sand. But a fisherman never retires, and a fisherman he understands. Oh, and they still go down to the water, the way that they've done it for years. They still go down to the water, the seas in their blood, the seas in their blood, the seas in their blood and their tears. Thanks. We're going to take a little break. Get up and mosey around, get the blood flowing.
And we'll have a few surprises for you in a second.
Like they said, just go around. They got some free water back there if you want to give a donation to the.
We've got
people.
CDs on the table in the back
Yep,
also.
there's CDs back there by the water. So check the place out. I'll put the lights on. You can look at some of the pictures. This place is a museum.
Just didn't end up on so much time and so much
I was just reading the room. People are busy doing stuff. I'm like, I'll pay attention No, we back up. I realized that's my mind back.